Hey my gorgeous queen. Okay, so I'm here to give part 2 of why it's important for you to define and redefine your laziness. Because if you think that you're a lazy person, you may actually find that you end up people pleasing a lot. You may find that you end up having very little to no boundaries because you think that um, you are lazy, right? And obviously, laziness is that thing that is not liked by society. And as human beings, it's very natural for us to want to be liked by the society in which we live in. It's very psychologically, it's important for us to belong to a tribe, right? And if your tribe subscribes to a person should not be lazy, then psychologically you are bound to actually want to not be lazy. So hence why I'm saying it's very important for you to define and redefine your laziness so that you understand, what exactly is laziness according to me? What is laziness according to the society? And am I really lazy, or do I just not do things how I'm generally expected to do them, right? So for example, you may find that we still have a number of women that feel guilty for having a helper, where you feel like you are less of a woman if you have a helper, where you feel like you are just not good enough when you have a helper, But have a look at, why do you have a helper, and what are the positive things that come out from you having a helper? Okay, so for example, I'll use myself as an example again, because hey, it's easier when I give myself as an example, because then you understand that it's not just something I've read from the book. It's something I know what I'm talking about. I myself have also gone through it, I have a helper, right? Because one, I don't like doing house chores. They make me grumpy. When I'm grumpy, then my house becomes hell. Because then even when I cook, then the food is not so nice because I cook the food from a grumpy heart, and then my energy is down, Then even when I interact with people, when I interact with clients, then it's like, my energy is just not there. Then I need to do more work to try and up my energy so that I don't go facing a client feeling miserable, feeling down, right? Yeah, then the client doesn't really get as much as they would have out of me, okay? Also, I've got a skin condition, right? Which means if I do a lot of house chores, whether I'm trying to be a normal human being or not, if I do a lot of house chores, my skin gets aggravated. I don't know if you'll see, but yeah, it's not as visible right now, but like my skin will start having this rash and the skin will peel off. That then affects my confidence. When my confidence is affected, that then affects my being, which then stresses me, which then releases certain hormones for stress, which then leads to weight gain, etc., etc., and it becomes a rippling effect. Okay, if I have a helper, then I don't worry about washing dishes or cleaning. Besides, when I clean, I can see that it doesn't look like a professional has cleaned it. Then I start feeling like, whoa, yeah, no, I really don't know how to clean, because it's not my thing. It's not my thing. Put me in front of a crowd and ask me to speak. That is my thing. That I can do with ease, okay? Put me behind the stove and ask me to cook. That I can do with ease, but not like family gatherings where there's like a whole lot of people, because that's a different concept altogether, right? So define and redefine your laziness, and you'll find that sometimes you are not lazy. Those things are not important to you, but you end up becoming a people's pleaser because you want to prove that you are not lazy, right? And this usually happens in family gatherings, particularly where wives are concerned. You may find that as a wife, you want to prove to your in-laws that you are not lazy, or you want to fit in, or you don't want to just sit while other people are working, right? And you may find that actually you not doing the salads, you not chopping and peeling and washing and whatever, is not because you are lazy. It's not your thing. It doesn't fulfill you. But you will notice a gap when you are not there, because you are that person who makes everybody feel welcomed. You are talking to everybody and everybody's laughing and they're feeling at home, and you are making sure that they have eaten because you are the girl that will go to the back and, so and so has not eaten, and they give you a plate and you go and you give it to so and so. And that is what you are amazing at. And when you are not there, that thing which you give is actually felt. But just because you didn't cook and chop and peel and wear an apron and be there by the fire, you feel like you are not worthy. You feel like you are not good enough, right? Because that is what laziness makes us feel. When you feel like you are defined as being lazy, you may find that you end up feeling like you are not worthy, you are not good enough. You may find that you end up wanting to prove to yourself and to your tribe. When I say tribe, be it your family, be it your community, you want to prove that, yes, I am good enough. Sometimes you do it subconsciously, sometimes you do it consciously, and sometimes you may want to prove a point that I don't care what people think, but that actually still harms you psychologically. So whether it's upfront, I don't feel good enough because I'm not hardworking according to society's definition, or whether it's they can go jump, I don't care who says what, I know who I am, I know I'm not lazy. It's not the same thing, but it's the same thing, because it doesn't leave you feeling good, because you need to work hard for you to have the I don't care what people say. It's not the same as I know my worth. I understand that chopping and peeling, I'd much rather outsource. I can just pay somebody to do that, or I can outsource. I can buy chopped and peeled vegetables instead of having to sit there. Then I can contribute what I'm very good at, which is making the people feel at home, making the people feel welcomed, having a conversation with them, actually enjoying the event, right? You see the difference between that approach and I don't want them to think that I'm lazy, and I don't care if they think I'm lazy, right? And sometimes the whole notion of of having other people define you as lazy, it may break your boundaries, or it may actually end up hurting you because you may not have boundaries. Now, you know that you don't like cooking by the fire, it's not your thing, and when you are there and they tell you to go cook by the fire, then you end up going and doing things against your will, because now you don't want to be defined as lazy. So take some time out, define what is laziness for you, define what you think societies, and when I say society, like the people surrounding you, what their definition of laziness is. Where do the two match? Where is there a misfit? And redefine laziness according to you, because I can guarantee you more than half the time when you redefine it, you find that actually, no, I'm not lazy. It's just not that important to me. Or I'm not lazy. There's an alternative solution to this thing. So, or you find that, no, I'm not lazy. I was just tired today, For example, you may find that maybe your in-laws live 2, 3, 4 hours away. So when you arrive that Friday, you've driven 4 hours to your in-laws, you get there, you are tired. So when you get there and pull up a chair and make yourself a cup of tea, it's not because you are lazy. No, it's because you are human. You've driven long distance. You are exhausted. You need to recuperate before you can actually contribute effectively. So remember to like, to subscribe, share the video with your friends and family, and remind those other women that they are not lazy. Remind yourself that you are not lazy. Have your definition of what is laziness, right? Then you'll know whether or not you are lazy according to your definition. Redefine it. For me, I found that I'm actually not lazy. I'm a lover of ease, as you know, and I love doing what I love doing. So I can cook by a fire and enjoy it and have fun with it when I do it out of my own willingness, not out of a trauma triggered response, wanting to prove that I'm not lazy, wanting to fit in, wanting people not to judge me, wanting people not to label me. Then if I'm getting those feelings, then I actually don't go near the fire. Then I focus on what I'm good at, which is what I love, talking. So remember to subscribe, and thank you for those who've already subscribed. Have an awesome day. Mwah.